Hello students, in this video we will discuss the EMF, terminal potential difference and internal resistance of a cell. Before discussing this, you need to know what a cell is. And a cell is a device which maintains the potential difference in a circuit. Cell has a particular function to maintain or to regulate the voltage, means to maintain a fixed potential difference in a circuit. Our first topic is EMF, whose full form is electromotive force. But although this is not a force, the EMF is just like voltage, you can say. Okay. Consider a circuit here, and there is a resistance connected. To draw the resistance has a purpose to draw the current from here. This is the EMF E of this cell. Then this cell has chemical energy, and this chemical energy do some work in sending the charge. Okay, therefore EMF is defined as the work done in sending a charge through complete circuit. Please consider, I have written the complete circuit, which will distinguish between the EMF and terminal potential difference. Complete circuit means if a charge starts sending from here, from this positive here and here, complete circuit means again it will reach at the same point. This is the meaning of the complete circuit. Therefore EMF is defined as the W total, means work done total divided by charge. Work done total divided by charge. Therefore SI unit would be, SI unit is joule per coulomb or volt. What I have told you, that is, it has a unit volt. Okay, so EMF is defined as the work done in sending a charge, and this work done by chemical energy. This work is done by the chemical energy. Therefore EMF is equals to work done by charge. Okay, now in other words, there are two types of definitions would be there. EMF is defined as in other language we can define it the work done, or it is the potential difference between the cell when there is no current drawn, or when there is no current is in circuit, mean external circuit. I can explain to you that there are two circuits. This is the internal circuit, this is the external circuit. Except this battery, except this cell, outside the cell we will call it external circuit, and inside the cell we will call it internal circuit. Means if there is no current, means suppose circuit is open, this is open circuit, this is open circuit. If this is open circuit, then current is zero, no current flows through this. Then the maximum potential difference, you can see in my notes which I have sent you, maximum potential difference in the circuit. Maximum potential difference in the circuit when there is no current. No current drawn from cell. This is another definition of EMF. Is that okay? I hope you understand. Now the next is terminal potential difference. For this again we will draw circuit consisting of a resistance R and a cell of EMF. Then again this cell starts sending the charge, and if this cell draws, or if this cell has some potential drop, if this cell is having some potential drop within its, means in internal circuit, means within the battery, then the potential difference across these 2 points or any point in the external circuit is called terminal potential difference. I mean to say that some potential is kept within the cell or drawn within the cell, then some potential is dropped here, then this voltage V, that is the outside external circuit voltage, this voltage is known as the terminal potential difference, means the potential across the terminal, and this is denoted by or is given by, definition is work done by the chemical energy, all the same, but just we have to change here only. What it is defined as the work done in sending a charge to the external circuit only. This is WEXT, work done external divided by Q. Voltage is equals to W by Q. Okay, and it is again another definition. In other words, you can write, this is potential difference in the circuit when there is some current, or I will write again for you. DPD, it is defined as the work done in sending or moving a charge, through external circuit only. External circuit, that V is equals to WEXT divided by Q. In other words, it is the potential difference between any two points of the external circuit when there is some current flows through it. This is the definition of the terminal potential difference. Okay. Now the next is internal resistance. Okay. Internal resistance of a cell. Consider this resistance is here. Cell. The resistance offered by all the constituent of a cell is called its internal resistance. Means all the constituent means the electrolytes, resistance offered by electrolyte means the liquid or the chemical inside the battery, and the electrodes, all the constituents, if offering some resistances, generally they are offering, then this resistance is denoted by R and is called internal resistance of the cell. Okay, this resistance is the main reason for the drop in voltage within the cell. That is why what I have told you earlier, that is, this is the cell of EMF E. If I current is sent here, send I times R, I into R, it's small r, is equals to small voltage. Means, see, this voltage is here. This voltage drop within the cell and that is why we are having a less voltage here, and that is known as the terminal potential difference. Let me explain through an example. Okay, suppose you have purchased a battery from the market of 1.5 volt pencil battery. You might be seeing in the cell, means a clock, wall clock. Suppose this cell is of 1.5 volt. Then 1.5 volt mark on it is its EMF. That is the EMF of the battery. And when you connect in the circuit, then only 1.1 or 1.2. So 1.2 volt will be the reading. Then what happens to this 0.3 volt? This 0.3 volt is the potential fall within the cell, and that is because of the internal resistance. And this is the terminal potential difference, and this is the electromotive force, that is EMF of the cell. Now next is relation between E, capital B, and R. Relation between EMF, terminal potential difference, and internal resistance. For this we have to derive a relation. For this we will draw a diagram over here. This is the external resistance in the circuit, a battery of cell of EMF E, and this is the potential, terminal potential difference here, and this is the inside R, means E and R. Generally in the book you will see EMF and terminal potential write like this. Okay, so consider the circuit as drawn. E is equals to EMF, capital B is equals to TPD, means terminal potential difference, and R is equals to internal resistance. If I is the current in the circuit, then I is equals to, what is the formula of I? From the Ohm's law, V by R, but here V is total voltage, means main voltage, EMF by total resistance. EMF by total resistance. I am writing here I is equals to EMF by total resistance is R plus R. Okay, so make this equation number 1. Therefore, and for your kind information, total resistance, this R, keep in mind, this R is always connected with the circuit in series with the all the resistance. Means if there are number of resistances, so finalize all the resistance, and with the final resistance it is always connected in series. Keep in mind. Okay. Now I is equals to EMF by R plus R. So multiplying both by cross multiplication, we can write I R plus small r. E is equals to IR plus I into R. What is this IR? This is the external circuit resistance. So this will be terminal potential difference, and this is I times small r, means potential drop in the cell. Okay. So EMF can be written as, or this small v can be written as EMF minus V. Equation number 2. Okay. Small v is equals to EMF minus V. But R is equals to what we have studied, the small v divided by I. From the Ohm's law, V is equals to IR. We have written also here V is equals to I, R is equals to V. So what will be R here? R is equals to V by I. Okay. So R is equals to, what is V? We can write from equation number 2. Using the equation number 2, it would be EMF minus V divided by I. Okay. So here R is equals to EMF minus V. But now we have to put the value of I. So we are putting I is equals to capital V by R. Capital V upon R. Here we are keeping this value. What we will get here? R is equals to E minus V divided by V multiplied by R. This R goes upward. This is the main result. So R is equals to E by V minus V by V. We can separate this value. When you finalize this, you will get one back, get it. You can get it, na? So R is equals to E by V minus V by V is equals to 1. So the final result would be E by V minus 1 multiplied by R. This is the relation or the required relation between R, E and V. Okay. Okay. One example is given here. A battery of EMF E and internal resistance R gives a current of 0.5 ampere with an external resistance of 12 ohm. Means a battery of EMF E and internal resistance R. It sends the current 0.5 ampere with an external resistance of 12 ohm and a current of 0.25 ampere with an external resistance of 25 ohm. So we have to calculate internal resistance of the cell and EMF of the cell. These two things we have to calculate. This is the question number 2 from board examination. This question is from the board and it is asked in the 2007 or 2 maybe. So here given is, we have to write first what is given. When R1 means the first case, R1 is 12 ohm, then current is I1 is 0.5 ampere. Okay. Therefore, what is the formula of current? I is equals to what I have told you, EMF by total resistance. So this is I1, this is EMF. EMF is given E, so we are writing E. What is total resistance? In the previous derivation we have seen total resistance is R plus R. These two things can never change for a single battery, means EMF and resistance. Only the current and external resistance can change. This is R1 and keeping all the values same. Okay, what is I1? I am writing here. So I1 it is given 0.5 is equals to E upon, what is R1? So R1 is 12, so 12 plus R. Multiplying both sides, we get E is equals to 12 plus R into 0.5. So this becomes 12 into half, 6 plus 0.5 R. Equation number 1. Again we will do for the same for the second case also. For the second case, R2 is given 25. Here you can see 25 ohm and I2 is 0.25 ampere. Therefore, again using I2, same formula, I2 is equals to E by R2 plus R. So I2 is equals to EMF by R2 plus R. 0.25. Using the given value, we can write EMF E divided by R2, 25 plus R is equals to this, multiplying cross multiplication, EMF is equals to 25 plus R multiplied by 0.25. Okay, so EMF is equals to 25 into 0.25, 6.25 plus 0.25 R, equation number 2. This is, in this equation, equation number 1, this is for EMF, and the second equation is also for EMF. So we can equate now from 1 and 2. We can write this is equals to 6 plus 0.5 R is equals to 6.25 plus 0.25 R. Now what is 0.5 R? This 0.25 in plus, when transposing to this side it becomes minus, and 6.25, this 6 when goes to RHS becomes minus, and here you can see half R means 0.25, it becomes 0.25 R minus, and here 0.25. So R is directly is 1 ohm. From here we can calculate R is equals to 1 ohm. When we put R is 1 here in this equation, or any equation you can take, so it becomes, putting R is equals to 1 in equation 1, EMF we will get 6.5. This is the solution of this numerical. Okay.